Hey everybody, how's everybody doing out there in slot car land this week? Hope everybody's had a safe 2 weeks and hope everybody's had a good summer. Summer's coming to an end. Kids starting to go back to school already. My boys go back next about a week and a half. Mom and Dad are happy. And get some peace and quiet around here maybe a little bit. Today we are going to work on the project car. Finally got the parts we need. Got everything we need for the build now. So all we got to do is get to work on it. So today's, look what the mailman brought. Let me get this down here. We'll get this right down here. Are our parts. I've already looked at this one. This is this should be our body clip that we need. And it is. As you can see, it is a reproduction. It is not a factory piece, but it works. I tried it on the chassis, so it's going to work. So we just need to shave the sides down just a tad to get the body to fit, and then we'll put some stops and stuff in the body. So I'm going to put that in there with the rest of the other parts. And then this should be... This one's from this is from HOSlotCarRacing.com. I love Gregory. He gets you stuff really quick. I ordered this with PayPal on last Sunday. I ordered it, and it showed up on Wednesday. So he gets it out. These should be the timing plates. Somehow I lost. Yep. And I ordered 2 of them. I got a backup. Somehow I lost my other one, and when I took the chassis apart, because I stole the bell end off of it to one of my other cars because I didn't have any spare bell ends, and somehow I lost the timing plate on it. I have no clue how that happened. So there's our timing plate, and this will go over here with my other bell ends for a backup. Alright, so now we have all the parts we need. Bring the car into frame here. As you can see, I went ahead. We might have to take these off. I'm not sure. We'll have to see when we get it all put together, because the top of the pickup shoe might hit the bottom of it. But I can do that. We can do that real easy. Just take some wire cutters and. As you can see, if you can see in the window, I painted the roll bars already. I painted them the green, like we were going to. And I got the body all sanded. Got it all the shiny spots all buffed out. I might have to do a little bit more, but we'll have to see. But I think it'll be fine with that way. So, as you can see, it fits on there really well. We're just going to have to shave the sides down just a tiny bit to get this to slide down, and then we'll glue some Plastistruct stops in here. Probably going to use this round tubing to glue to the side of the body. That'll keep it from. And if we make it tight enough, I don't think we're going to have any issue with with it sliding up and down. Take a little sip of coffee there, and I brought out a file. I'm going to take off the rear axle here, so I've got some room, and I thought I'd file it to try and get a little bit. The Dremel might be a little harsh, and we may go too far. Plus, this looks like it's kind of bowed a little bit in the middle from the mold that they made it from. It's kind of deeper in the center than it is out on the sides, so this might even help a little bit. I thought about cutting it in half and gluing it to the roll bars, but that would be, I don't think it'd flex enough to get it off, and I think we'll be good just by doing it this way. We're going to have enough tension between the end of the body clip and the body itself to keep it from moving around a little bit. Plus, the weight of the die-cast body should keep it from moving around quite a bit. I actually ordered, I thought I ordered, you know how the internet, you know how your things change when you're on a website and you're doing orders. I actually put in for 2, and somehow it only ordered 1. So, not really sure how that happens. I wanted to buy 2 because I wanted one for my son for his Super G, so he can, because his Super G has an IndyCar body on it, and I was kind of wanted to get another one so he can take care of that. But I know where to get them now, so I can go back and order another one. We can get another one for him. Okay, well, that's going to take a little while. Let's see what... Where's my little one? See what the Dremel does here. So, summer coming to an end means a couple of things. Football season, for one. Kind of sucks. Racing season's almost over. But that means slot car season's coming. I would race year-round if I could get everybody to do it. I have enough trouble just getting them to race on a once-a-month basis in the winter. My group's kind of hem-hawing and it's about racing, so sure I try and keep this in camera. Just do a little bit at a time till you get it where you want it. What's the ride height on that? That's a little tall. I'd like to get it a little lower. Where we sit with the windows in it. This piece is taller. We might have to shave the roll bars down a little bit, because I think we're right on top of it. Put some give us a little more. Give us a little more depth. That's better. See, what is that? We might not have to put a stop in this thing. Might just have to put some tubing on the bottom. Might even be a good idea. Oh man, now I'm gonna have to reglue that. Shoot, should have took it out. Should have took it out. Now we're gonna have to reglue that on there. Damn it. Hindsight's 20/20. We can fix it though. Because if we glue something underneath of it, we might be able, when we put the body on, to do one of these numbers and slide it underneath. Kind of like to get it lower than that. As you can see, we're awfully high. We're going to have to do the windows some more to make that happen. fix our other part here. Alright, now let that dry. That should be. Love it when parts don't want to cooperate. Come on. Okay. Park that back up. Let's look on the windows a little more here while that's... Camera up just a little more so we can see what I'm doing here. Just trying to get some of this plastic out of here. That's better. That's a lot better, actually. Oh, and we screw up. That's better. That's about where we want to be right there. That looks good. Okay, so let's let that dry for a little bit. Let that dry. Talk a few things here, and then maybe I might pause and then come back. Haven't done anything new with the layout here lately. I haven't had time. Still working on a couple of things. Working on around there. I want to do some work on the hotel. Continue to work on the balconies with the flower beds and stuff. I might even change the balconies a little bit. I've got some parts from like I showed in my a couple videos ago with my stash of house building parts and whatnot of balcony railing and whatnot. I might change a couple of things over there. I've been thinking about it. And doing a couple other things. Let's get this off of here. Somebody came up with a good idea, and if somebody knows where I can get one, I'm talking about doing a comparison between a Mega G and a Mega G Plus, which I haven't been able to find one anywhere, so I don't know if that's something that exists or if it's a... Hold on one second. Alright, I'm back. Chaotic household. You know how things go. Little guy tried to come in while I'm doing my episode. Alright, so now let's get this back down here. We'll assess whether or not, put that together here in a minute. I think that's pretty dry now. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put the clip back on it. There we are. Alright. So, I think that's gonna be good. Let's see if we can we maybe just barely glue it just underneath there. That looks like that would work. That would keep it from underneath that side, and I'm not going to worry about... I don't have... Will my scissors cut it? There we go. Scissors will work. So let's do that, and we'll see. That'll work. Let's get this back off of here. Get the windows back out of it. Where'd super glue go? We'll take these round Plastistruct and we'll use them. A little glue there. X-Acto knife go. Get them positioned here. Hopefully, and if we have to cut them a little bit, cut them a little bit. This will keep the body from going upwards on the chassis. Maybe help keep it on there. Really can't. There we are. Now you can see what I'm doing. If we have to shave them down a little bit, and we have to move that forward just a tad. We'll see about what that does. Alright, let's see what that does. Now, let that dry. Let's put the chassis back together. Put the body clip over there. Get our parts out here. Get the... So you guys know, if you guys put any of these together or tore them apart, you got your motor magnets. You got your bell end. Then you got your timing plate, which goes on your bell end. Oh, wait a minute, it goes this... Oh, wait, where's the indicator? Oh, alright, that's right, it goes this way. Goes on your bell end like that. And then your motor magnets kind of fit in there and everything. So we'll take my custom-made bell end tool. If you go back, like my first or second episode, I showed you how to make one of these. And stick it inside your bell end. Just turn it and open them prongs up. And as you can see, this is a fairly new motor. This chassis hasn't been hasn't been run all that much. You stick it in there, and you're done. And then we'll get the magnets in it here. Now comes the fun part. Getting it back in the chassis. And this is actually, Super Gs are actually a lot easier to put back together than a 440X2. If you ever tried to frickin' put a 440X2 back together, oh my word, that is such a pain in the ass. So you can see that slipped in there really easy. Just slips right on in there. We're going to steel, move my body over here while it dries. We're going to steel the rear end out of my race chassis here. I haven't done the trick to the tires on that one. Make sure everything's copacetic here. Open up my Super G tuning kit because I also lost a pickup shoe spring somehow. So you can see, if you remember the last episode, our Mega Geek Challenge, I was talking about those tires that are like hollow in the inside. That's what the axles look like, and then the wheels that go in there are hollow on the inside. I don't understand what they were thinking when they came up with that rear end, because it doesn't work worth squat. I hate that rear end. They are not worth the money they were made out of, that's for sure. Okay, so let's put you in there. Put that one. Come on. In there. We'll sort those parts out later. Hold on one sec. Alright, I'm back. Piece of advice, never have kids. Love them to death, but they drive me crazy. Alright. We'll do it the other way. Dang it, I missed the front holder. It's another thing about these. Oops, this setup on this. You can't really put the back of the shoe in first and bring it forward like you do kind of on a T-Jet. Or you end up bending the pickup shoe spring and then it doesn't want to work right. Then the pickup shoe spring loses some of its tension on the pickup shoe. Come on. Let's There we go. Wants to be cantankerous. Then, of course, you got your traction magnets. This one goes on this side. Oh, wait a minute. No, it don't. It goes on this side. There we go. goes over there. And before we do this, let's give this a little juice there. A little down there. And then take your magnet clip. This is another one you got to kind of be careful with. These also break kind of easy. There we are. That was close. Alright. So there we go. All back together. It's been a while since this chassis has been together. Let me put the camera on pause and we'll go test this chassis on the track. Alright. Let's see what this puppy does here. Oh, we're ending it the wrong way. Woo! Keep it from breaking the end off. So everything seems to be good. This has got a brand new bell end on it. Alright. Seems to be running good. Alright, let me get the camera off of here. Come back over here. Let's check and see if these are dry and they're not sticky. Alright. See, we can somehow, alright, we might have to take the rear end off. Well, we're not going to get that back piece in there. Shoot. Okay, well, we may have to do some we don't need much on this to keep this body from coming off. Hold on, we should put the windows in here just to be on the safe side. But you know what? See if got a tool here. This is going to be interesting. Trial and error, trial and error. Bingo! Now if we can just get it, there we are. Alright, I think we got it. Fronts roll really well. I think that was the right way. Let's see if we can get the rear end back in it without breaking our rear tab off again. Shoot. Wouldn't go on with it on, so we're going to have to come up with, let's put that in there. There we are. Got it in there. Alright. There we are. So now we've got the window and stuff in it. So let's go back. Let's grab the camera here. Bring you back over here. See what it looks like on the racetrack, and we'll see if it stays on there. Come on. Alright, hopefully. Oh, you're all crooked now, aren't you? There we go. Let's see what she does and how she handles. See if she runs all right on the racetrack. Whoa! We're off of the racetrack there a little bit. All right. Woo! It'll take a little used to getting to drive it, but she gets that metal body on there. It takes her a little bit to get up and running, but it's not really about racing with this car. It's more about the way the car's going to look when we're done with it. Plus, you never know. You might be able to get a class going with some Super Gs with die-cast bodies. But at least we got it mounted, and we got it looking good. So it's all ready for paint now. So I think that's going to be it for today's episode. And next time we'll do a little work here and there, and we'll put on some. We'll get some stuff going here. Maybe I'll let me get the camera up here. Here, I'm just going to take you off and we'll come over here. So next time, I'll get the paint going. And I'll get it painted and whatnot. And get the base color down on it anyways. And then we'll do maybe some little touchy things here and there. Like do the headlights, do the tail lights, do a couple other things. And then we'll do the decals next time. So I hope you guys have a great 2 weeks. And I'll come back at you in 2 weeks, and we'll get that done, and maybe we'll do some other stuff. So I hope you guys have a great week. Keep racing slot cars, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.